pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning. This is the Mahoney County Commission Steering Room, board meeting number 37, Thursday, September 26, 10 a.m. Any public comments? Yes? State your name.
My name is Elizabeth.
Would you want to come to the podium, please? State your name and your
Here.
address, please.
My name is Elizabeth Kumpercobb. I live at 829 Glenbrook Road, Boardman, Ohio, 44512.
Okay. All right.
I won't talk very long about this, but I hope I can come back in the future to address it, and I hope other people will too. But it's been recognized by all the governments of the world that climate change is a real phenomenon, and it is caused by global warming conditions, and a lot of that's caused by carbon pollution from industries such as fracking, plastics, gas and oil. My main concern today is our local things that I feel like are a problem related to this. We have a deep injection well just south of Boardman that's dumping radioactive, toxic wastewater underground, and it's been in operation since 2011 or so. And it's easy enough to find government studies and published government information, like by the federal government, and not to mention like global studies with a consensus that fracking is bad. We don't have an oil shortage right now, and it's contributing to global climate change and environmental collapse. So being that it's so bad for the environment, and also that it's highly unregulated as an industry, and they're just literally dumping this stuff 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet underground, however it is. Ask anyone that knows about geology, like the earth changes over thousands of years and tens of thousands of years. I think it's a disservice and, you know, being complicit to something very bad to put this time bomb underground for future generations to have to deal with. So I'm imploring the commissioners to please do your due diligence and do your research and find out about this industry and these deep injection wells. There's also fracking happening by the Meander Reservoir, which is our drinking water source. And also I'd like to say that a lot of, like probably more than 50% of the people in the community don't even know that this exists or it's a problem. And if they did, they would be up in arms about it. People pay a lot of tax money for people to do their jobs in the local government. We expect our local leaders to care about our welfare and our safety and health in the present and in the future. So again, my imploring you is to do your due diligence and get the information to make a sound judgment. And I hope you will come to the conclusion that these industries are unsafe and they don't belong in Mahoning County, and we can do better. We can say no more deep injection wells, no more fracking by our drinking water.
Elizabeth, you know we don't permit any of this. This comes from the state of Ohio. It's not.
Do you guys try to talk to the governor or the ODNR?
ODNR and the state legislature, that's
Call them every month. You know, when I don't want to use any names, but former politicians that represented the area in the state and federal government, they did not do their due diligence. They knew that it was unsafe, and they didn't want to cause any trouble or risk losing their political positions, so they just went with it. If they did their job, they would be being a squeaky wheel and bringing it up at every meeting to let people know people don't want this here, it's not safe, our drinking water is here, please help us make it stop. Do everything you can, please. Do your due diligence.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
My second concern is because of global warming and climate change, I'm not seeing any townships or communities or even the county having any meetings or discussing anything about climate change and making sustainable plans for the future, like a one-year plan in case the weather worsens, the flooding worsens, a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. I think you guys should start a committee and have people do the research, see what kind of problems our county might encounter in the future with, potential worsening weather conditions. And again, do your due diligence and have a plan. Have a
Thank you.
plan, because we need our leaders to protect us.
Okay.
Thank you for your
Thank
time
you.
and for listening, I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none. Approval of the previous minutes, board meeting number 36, Thursday, September 19th, 2019, and approval of bills for payment. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady.
Yes. Journal entry number 1, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady.
Yes. Number 2, agreements, engineers, A.
Commissioners, letter A is an agreement with IBI Group for a lighting study at the Matthew Sheridan Roundabout, which is being required by Ohio Edison. As you may or may not be aware, we've had a lot of the decorative light poles been hit, and each time they're hit, we have to replace them, so we're looking at moving all the lighting to overhead to get it out of the way of the vehicles.
Okay, thank you, Pat. B, facilities, purchasing, Jimmy?
Good morning, everyone. This is advertised for proposals to replace the boilers in the administration building. There's currently 8 boilers there. They're going to be replaced by 2 high-efficient boilers. We did the same in the courthouse. We had 14 in this building. We got it down to 4. And similarly, we did it to the Justice Center as well as the detention
Okay,
center.
thank you. D, recycling.
Good morning to the
Oh,
board.
job and family, I'm sorry, gee, wow, I can't give you a reprieve.
I've been hearing things, but now I see. Good morning, Commissioner. C is our extension of a contract with Protect and Shred. They do on-site shredding of our documents, tax documents, and security documents for $1,000 non-general fund.
Okay, thanks, Bob. B, recycling, Jim.
Good morning to all. This is the final lease agreement with the townships and municipalities for the year 2019.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, agreements A through D. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady.
Yes. Number 3, change orders, engineers, Pat?
Commissioners, this is change order number 1 with Rucci and Gaffney Excavating for the Lobel Road Bridge to include 2 references, 81 and 82, in the amount of $13,841.40. This is non-general funds and also federally funded grant project.
Thank you. And B, Sheriff.
Morning, Commissioners. This is a change order, came up with Redwood's transmission to one of our vehicles. They had found some additional work that needed to be done for $50.
Thank you. You just pay it out of your pocket, Joe.
I tried.
You have to go through all the paperwork. Number 3, change orders, A and B. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady.
Yes. Number 1, resolutions, additions. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady.
Yes. Number 2, resolutions. Commissioners, all in D. Audrey?
Commissioners, this is a resolution to provide additional funds to the Austintown Board and Mahoney County Joint Community Education District. This is to help with equipment build out and also additional stations as the need arises there, and also to give them cash flow for, through their transition. Thank you.
Thank you. B, Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Good morning. This is a sponsorship grant to the Mahoning Valley Historical Society for their annual Memories of Christmas Past exhibition, which draws over 5,000 people to come and see the beautiful displays and visit our area.
Okay. C, engineers. Pat?
Commissioners, this is a resolution to reject all bids received on Wednesday, September 4th, 2019 for the Bandy Road Trail Star Road Improvement Project due to funding delays and the closing of the construction season.
Thank you. D, purchasing.
Emergency repair was needed to the switch care at the Justice Center. We have the generator under a maintenance agreement. However, this wasn't part of it, and we needed someone to come out.
And Jim, you have the next one too.
Sure. The next one, we had a water damage occur in one of the judge's chambers, and to resolve it immediately, we called on the first company that could respond.
Thank you. F, Human Resources, Karen.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Nancy. This is a resolution in accordance with Ohio Revised Code 124.388 to place an employee on paid administrative leave pending an investigation and the results of that investigation.
Thank you. G, Lead.
Good morning. This is a satisfactory mortgage from the 2015 CHIP grant.
And H, O and B, grants.
Good morning, Commissioners. This application is being made to the United States Housing and Urban Development Office. It is for a planning grant for the continuum of care, which the goal is to end homelessness or house all those who are homeless in Mahoney County. The administration planning grant is for one person to be the director of the continuum that applies for, and as the commissioners are the collaborative applicant, we approve applications for individual agencies such as Catholic Charities, Youngstown, YWCA, Meridian Services, Ursuline Sisters, and Help Hotline for a total of approximately $1.7 million. Those awards go directly to their agencies, so it's those grants won't be run through the county, but as a collaborative applicant, we are responsible to maintain that they maintain compliance.
Thank you. Number 2, resolutions A through H. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. And that concludes the business portion of our meeting. Ralph, do you have any comments?
No, thank you.
Okay. Wow, that's good. Pass it on. Pat,
I'm good.
want to update us on anything? No? Okay. Dave, Anthony?
Good.
Good? Good. Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Well, thank you, everyone. See you next week. Same place, same.
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 Hi, I'm Tribune.